Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. Today is day 5. Okay, so today we're going to be doing envelope bases. I know it's thrilling and exciting. I'm just, I'm there. So I like them. It's good to have a few of these on hand where if you do have a bunch of stuff in your stash, you just pull it out, mat this up, put stuff in there, and you've got a journal. Okay? So I've been making them so that I have some in my stash. And I've got 3 different sizes, which are generally the ones I use. This one I don't use as an actual journal so much. I mean, every now and then. But I did one anyways. This is my, what I call medium size. It's, let me see. Turn my ruler around the right way. It's 7 1/4 by 5. These are the ones I usually make as flip pages in the big ones. Usually. But that's good to have in your stash. Pull it out, mat it up, put some stuff from your stash, photo flips, pockets, whatever you want to put in there, and you've got a really cool journal and a signature. You'll want to put a signature in there. So, pretty cool. I've got a couple of these made up because, and I'll probably make some more. I'm building my stash, right? So I'm using, most of the time I use 4 envelopes. So this one has 4 and this one has 4, right? So what I'm going to do is today, on day 5, we'll move this out of the way. All you need today is whatever envelopes you want to use. If they're the same size, great. If they're not, it doesn't matter. I mean, mix and match. I'm using these craft paper envelopes. You can get them on Amazon. Pretty simple, pretty cheap. I get them in bulk because I use them a lot. So I'm going to do this size. It's the size I used for the minis. This is the 4 1/2 by 6 1/4 on Amazon. Okay, if you have a bunch of these made up in your stash, I mean seriously, again, mat them up, put some pockets in there, and just you've got a journal really pretty quickly if you already have a bunch of stuff made. That's my whole thing with doing this, so that I have a bunch of stuff made up. Okay, day 5. Yep. Day 5. Okay, so I start out by folding that backwards and folding that backwards and hoping my glue works. Okay? The way I do these is really simple. I've tried a lot of different ways. This works best for me. You use whatever works best for you, but this works best for me. You just take this and layer it on, and you can open up the other end as long as you don't put any glue on this area here. That's why I just put it around the outside. Don't put any in here. Turn this backwards. Line these up. Yep. Line these up like so and press them down. Then you've got them, more or less lined up on the sides and everything. And you've got this part still open. The reason you want that open is that you can open this other end here by cutting off the tiniest edge there. And you have a big, huge pocket. It's all up to you. But I like to open up at least 2 of them. Sometimes more, but generally 2 for the inside. And you can put some big, I don't know, ephemera, or make you a little insert notebook. Whatever you like to do. Whatever kind of floats your boat, This quick and easy kind of thing. But it's even quicker if you already have it made, right? I mean, come on. I think it is. I like having a bunch of stuff made up. it's just a thing. I like it. So I'm going to show you from start to finish. Make sure you don't get any glue squidged out in the places you don't want it to squidge out and glue down, right? Okay. This is the fourth one, so it's not, we don't need too much elevator music for this one, okay? It's going to move along pretty fast because this glue grabs really fast, and we're only doing 4. Now sometimes I do more than that. If you're really making a bigger, thicker journal and you know it's going to be that way, you just give yourself more room allowance in your spine area here in this part, right? So there's our journal base stacked up. Okay, now what I'm talking about is if you are going to make one that's, you're going to put a bunch of envelopes together or whatever, when you pull this last flap, because this is your cover over, right? It's not a comb over, it's a cover over. Okay, so it's going to go down through here, and you're not going to pull it, you're just going to gently give it a little crease there. Now you can use a scoreboard and score it to whatever you want. That's perfectly all right. But if you just gently press not on the spine, but right beside it, it'll give you that nice squared off spine. And this gives you lots of room inside to load it up, right? Okay, so let's get this one together. And we'll have our thing going. I always go through, I'll show you, and put you have to glue down those corners, because when they make envelopes, you know, it's one of those little situations to where you, if you're from the South, you'll say, bless their heart. You know, it's a thing. They don't pay as much attention to details, I guess, as someone who's going to be using this for something that they want it to last a long time. They just make these kind of higgledy-piggledy, I guess. I like these. They're nice and sturdy. Did I get glue squished out? Come on, yeah. Okay, so what I do is I lift up on this corner because it's not glued down. It is not glued down. The rest of it won't matter. If this and this isn't glued down that great, and it usually isn't, okay? Honestly, it just isn't. So you can just pop this corner up a little bit and give yourself a little bit of glue in there. And have it to where it's not going to be opening up there. When you mat on here, it's going to cover all this, and that's going to be taken care of. These corners can give you grief later. So I always like to cover things that could give me grief with a little bit of glue. All right, just poke it under there, get your little glue, and seal it down. Okay, and I'm probably going to make a whole bunch more of these off camera. I won't torture you with it. These are, to me, I like them because they do provide you with some great journal making bases. And these are the ones, like I said, I used for the minis. We made a lot of minis, and those were just super cute. And yeah, you just go through and mat them up and put some pretty pockets and some cute little ephemera in them. Somebody will think you spent a gob of money and you just, had some envelopes laying around, right? That's the thing. Okay. Here we go. Last corner. Yep, not too much elevator music needed. Ooh, I went out on that one. That's okay. This glue dries clear. Okay, so now you think, oh yeah, you got it together. That's not done. That's not ready to just pull out and make a journal out of yet. If you're going to put a signature in here, or if you're going to put anything in here, you need to strengthen this spine, okay? If you don't, you will be sorry. I'm just saying. So let's put some glue here. Now you can use double stick tape, you can use glue, you can use whatever adhesive you like to use. But when you do, remember, whatever it is, you're going to be sewing through it on that spine. So some things are easier to sew through than others, right? So I'm going to lay this, so I only have to cut one side, one end. I'm going to lay it like, oops, no I'm not, no I'm not, no I'm not. Do that number first, because if you don't, you'll regret that too. Okay, now we're going to put this on here. And we're just going to lay it on like so and give it a press, okay? Now we've got that one. And I'm going to put a little bit on here, on this part. You're just lottie-dieing it really, because you just want enough to tack it down good. Once you sew through this, the fabric's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to stay there and behave itself, okay? You do want to give it a press. Give it, you know, a minute. Okay, so now we're going to do this one. You kind of eyeball it and see how far you need to go with it. And, you know, don't worry about if, oh, I didn't go far enough or I went too far. It doesn't matter. It's all good. If you didn't go far enough, you can always go back up and under there and put some more. But remember to squeeze it down with your finger tool, okay? And, yeah, just give it a good press. And if you go too far, just squeeze that off too with your finger tool. I mean, you know, this is all fun and games. Nobody's going to get their eye put out in this. Okay, so, anyways, what we're going to do next is we're going to get our scissors, excuse my reach, and I'm going to just take right up to there and trim that. Yep, just right up to there. So I've got a little bitty piece left, which I will save. That's fabric. Okay, so now we've got our base ready to make a journal in. You've got 4 big pages. I generally will open up these two, just taking that slight edge off. But I wait till I've got all my matting and all that stuff done, you know, to do that. Because you never know what you're going to do. You can open up the front and the back if you want to. I mean, that's all up to you. I got glue all over my hands. It's just a thing. Okay, so it's a crafter thing, right? A rite of passage or something. I don't know. I'm just saying stuff. Anyways, so that's the one I've got for the teeny ones. I'm going to make some more of those. Just have them in your stash to pull out. Seriously, if you forget somebody's birthday or you need an extra gift for something, I mean, really, if you have these already made, pull them out, mat them up, put some junk in there, you're good to go. Maybe that's why they call them junk journals. I don't know. I don't know who started that. Anyways, to me, they're interactive scrapbook journals. I will just continue that phrase on my own. Okay, so let me pull my paper back in. Oh, I better put the lid on, because you know what? Yeah. Okay, where's my pencil? Day 5, done. We're, you know, when we get down in here, then I'll be, you know, hooping and hollering maybe. I don't know. Not too loud though. All right. Day 5 done. We've got our envelope bases made up. I'm going to have to get one of those big things that you put things in. Because I'm going to need a bigger ephemera holder. Okay. So we've got this done. Our bases are done. Like so. I've got 2 big ones, 1 medium and 1 small, but I'm going to add to this off camera. Just wanted to go on and, you know, make something constructive. Construct something constructive. I don't know. Now I'm being silly. Okay. You guys take care. Please like and subscribe. Pretty please. Thanks for watching. TTFN.